let's talk about AI since you just mentioned it. Recently, I had Alicia Little on the show. She's the queen of AI.
Okay.
And she is a black woman that is really changing the game the way how we use AI and we integrate it into our businesses and scale our businesses. And so when you look at artificial intelligence and in regards to your business of telecommunications, where are you in the race of AI, and
Yeah.
how is that revolutionizing your own business?
Well, we're in the infancy stages right now. I know this past 404 day, we did a partnership. It was AI Day in the A with Microsoft.
Okay.
And yeah, so what we wanted to do was to do a hackathon where people can actually learn how to use AI in the telecom industry. Like, how do we advance it? I want to say T-Mobile just did the same thing for one of their programs that they piloted. I think it ends in July in Germany at the headquarters.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's one of the things we wanted to try and get ahead of it and figure out ways to implement it. But like I said, it's early.
Yeah. So you guys aren't integrating artificial intelligence into your daily operations?
Of course. Yeah,
Okay.
listen.
Okay.
I'm waiting to put out my Trap GPT app.
What is that? Tell me about it.
Well, I pitched it at AI Day in the A, but basically, I want to use it for the museum. But Trap GPT, I'll send you the link. It's basically I don't want to use the word mockery, but it just adds some culture to it.
Okay.
You'll see it. It's kind of hard.
So
to
it's
describe.
like chat, but it kind of speaks in trap, or it offers you trap music. What is it gonna do?
It speaks in a almost like a trap type of language,
Okay.
but it also brings some different elements to.
Yeah.
Listen, you'll see it. Trust me, it's gonna be dope.
I mean, I'm sitting here with a cultural innovator. Of course, I'm going to see it, right? I mean, when we look at culture, technology, innovation, how is how is your company really playing a significant role in that?
Well, we're just being disruptors, honestly. To even, I'm not going to say expose the industry, but show people how your phones really work and show you that there could be a solution outside of waiting for the government to come and save us, but for us to power our own communities. I think that in itself, makes us, cultural disruptors.
Okay, how are we using our phones and we don't know how? Tell us.
Yeah, with the data. So like I was telling you, a lot of people don't understand how that really
You
works.
mean going back to this data pool?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you're not using all of your data, then it's going to go into a pool for somebody who's using all of theirs, and
Yeah.
they're going to pay the extra.
The extra $10 per gig that AT&T charges everybody, it's really almost like the carriers double dipping almost.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Why do you think our people will care?
One, it'll save them money. Two, it can help impact the community. And it gives us more access. Like that help closes the digital divide. That's the biggest issue, especially when you start talking about AI. If you don't even have access to the internet, how are you going to keep up with all the transition that's happening with AI?
Yeah, and most people that you're finding are not keeping up with the technology and having the internet because they don't have the money. That's what this comes down to.
Essentially.
Yeah, comes down to the money.
Yeah.
So then when you look at being a cultural disruptor, how are you going to say where it's not just about the money? We got some other teaching tools that we are gonna. How are you getting the audience to really tap into the bigger picture of this?
I would probably say just given the opportunity, I think exposure in the community helps. So I have a couple of the partnerships where we're working on workforce development in our community. So right on the west side, not too far from Donnelly Hollowell, you'll be able to go and get educated on this stuff. Once again, we have a partnership with Microsoft to skill people not just on AI but other things. I think it's access at the end of the day.
Yeah. I want so much because when I've had these conversations and like I even told Alicia when she was here, like every conference, every tech event that I go to, everything is about when it says AI, I'm there.
Yeah.
Right? And I feel like that is one of those, when we talk about these cultural revolutions, we talk about this internet revolution, we're in a whole new frontier of where our lives are going to go
Yeah.
with artificial intelligence. And if we aren't championing that cause in our communities for us to be learners and to be really to as many skills as we can get,
Mhm.
on AI, I feel like we're just going to be, it's another way to put us behind.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We got to stay ahead of the curve and not necessarily, make things cool. Like, once we start talking about ChatGPT, now everybody's on it.
Yeah.
So what I want to do is provide resources so we can come up with our own stuff so we can stop giving away our culture. So at the end of the day, if we make something cool, it's going back to our community.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, giving up our culture. When you look at the Trap Museum, and I've been to the Trap Museum before. Okay. Yes, I definitely have. I know in the summer, y'all shine in the summer, baby, because line wrapped down the street. Listen, and y'all stay open late, and food trucks be over there.
Yes.
Listen, and it's a church right across the street. People don't know.
Yeah.
It's a church right across the street, so they praying while we trapping. Listen.
It's okay. It's okay. We've had church in the trap.
Yeah, I know. Jamal Bryant.
Yeah, shout out Jamal Bryant. Yeah. We had church in the trap.
Yeah, New Birth. Yeah, so when you look at a space like the Trap Museum, how can it kind of serve as this hub in more of just like showcasing how we've impacted the music culture, the scene of Atlanta, how we've really transformed even what rap music looks like here in the city of Atlanta? How is it going to serve as this cultural hub of innovation?
Giving people more access in the space. So because we know the foot traffic, launching a Trap GPT or having different things in there where you can learn about, infrastructure. You're right off of the Beltline. Eventually, once the World Cup comes in 362 days, a lot of people will come through there. So us having a hub where people can stop, learn about our culture, but also learn about innovation and how to next step and be involved in all those things in that area, I feel like that would be impactful.
Yeah. Speaking of the World Cup, Atlanta's pumping a whole lot of money over this next year.
A lot.
Into what this World Cup is going to do. How is your company going to really be able to utilize what's going to come to this city and really impact in a big way?
Well, one, we want to make sure we activate over in that area. So like I said, we already have a mobile data center over there directly across the street from the stadium.
Yeah.
So I'm actually working on a play to where we can have coverage for people that come in town. So what I want to do is have our own devices. People can tap in, get our service, and basically flow in and out the game without any interruption.
If that blessed you, trust me, you've only scratched the surface. There's so much more wisdom, truth, and transformation waiting in the full conversation. Click the link in the caption below to watch the entire interview, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so you never miss an episode of Vault Empowers Talks.